What is good, folks? My name is Easy Peach and welcome to Easy Storytelling, the channel where I storytell and we learn to tell stories easier together. Today brings me great excitement because I'm going to be introducing you to the Animetaverse, a retro-futuristic setting that takes large inspiration from 80s and 90s pop culture, science fiction, and the broad spectrum of punk genres. It was originally envisioned by Pixel Gustavo and CyberH49 over 2 years ago and has since been developed by myself and many others into a formidable and inspiring world space. With this 3-part series, I aim to give you a digestible introduction to humanity's existence within the Animetaverse, covering its broader history so we can continue building it together. I will be making many lore videos tackling select pieces of the setting beyond this introductory series, but for now, this is where we must start, with the Earth's End and the Umbran era. I hope you enjoy. In an alternate timeline to our own, the 1980s witnessed a life-changing environmental crisis. Earth teetered on the edge of collapse, devastated by the relentless exploitation of nature and an overpowering obsession with technological advancement. Amidst this turmoil, a pioneering corporation known as ANI, short for Automated Natural Intelligence, emerged with a groundbreaking discovery. They unveiled an extraordinary revelation, a parallel universe filled with stars, planets, and untold wonders much like our own. They called this newfound realm the Animetaverse. Determined to find a new sanctuary for humanity, Annie started mapping this universe, meticulously scanning its celestial bodies for a viable new home. Time, however, was a luxury they couldn't afford. As global fatalities continued to escalate at an alarming rate, urgency forced them to settle on Natum, a planet with a barren radioactive surface, luminous toxic oceans, and a non-existent ozone layer. However, beneath its surface, a subterranean safe haven. This vast underground expanse was said to be blessed with pure, breathable air, safe-flowing water, and a wealth of natural resources, land ripe for humanity to embark on a new era of growth. But Annie wasn't looking to give away the keys to salvation, no. Instead, they initiated an unprecedented strategy, auctioning slots in this new universe to the highest bidding governments. Due to the size of Natum's underground, only a small fraction of Earth's population, a mere 15 million, would have the chance to secure passage to Natum. Therefore, these winning nations would have to delegate spots to their populations via paid entry, raffles, and of course many other illicit avenues. With this also came the condition of traditional governmental structures being completely dissolved, merging all into a singular entity known as the New World Order, to act as the government of Natum in tandem with another large entity called the Corporate Council, a powerful group consisting of some of the most influential companies on Earth. The boundaries between governmental authority and corporate influence would become fluid, forging a unique governance model where political decisions would become a product of negotiations between these two powerful entities. In the lead up to this monumental shift, 10 chosen volunteers were sent through the first operational soul gate into the Animetaverse. These intrepid individuals, later known as the Pioneers, would become the first to set foot on Natum and herald the dawn of a new chapter in human history. The gate strategically opened into the promised underground expanse, soon to be known as the Umbran Expanse, or Umbra for short. Here, the Pioneers discovered a verdant paradise incredibly similar to the luscious green biomes of Earth, yet all underground, weaving between gaping caverns and bathed in sunlight streaming through colossal openings in the ceiling far overhead. This vast expanse was pure wonder wherever the eyes took them. It was aptly named Eden. After taking a closer look at the ceiling, they noticed a mysterious yet remarkable organic web which they assumed to be the reason behind the miraculous survival of Eden's ecosystem beneath the hellscape that was Natum's surface. This web was thick, translucent, and had no holes like a spider's, more akin to a natural membrane. Now the question on everyone's mind was who or what created it. This marvel was soon overshadowed by an even more astonishing discovery: the presence of never before seen animals roaming the landscape. Varying in a multitude of shapes and sizes, these creatures are mostly thought to be native to Natum. Their initial encounter with a small green being they named Woki marked the beginning of a new taxonomy. These creatures would be classified as Animonsters, and the humanoids of the Animetaverse as Animetas. Regardless of the many mysteries that now loomed over the Promised Land, The mission was a clear success, and the 10 valiant pioneers remained on Natum to continue their research into all things unknown in preparation for the transition. Their findings acted as pivotal groundwork that would shape future life within Umbra. Throughout their time researching, 4 more regions filled with all kinds of alien life were discovered, each one more deadly than the last. Before the mass exodus commenced, a critical phase unfolded largely unseen by the public eye. Major corporations armed with infrastructural prowess and vested with priority access embarked on a pivotal mission to Natum. Years before the arrival of the broader populace, these corporate communities, backed by large-scale investors, laid the very bedrock of the new civilization. Following Annie's direction, these businesses erected the skeletons of future cities and townships, foundations upon which the dreams and lives of millions would soon depend. This was a time of unheralded construction, a period where the first stones of hope were laid amidst the quiet anticipation of a world on the brink. This 3-year-long operation would become known as the Founders' Sprint. With millions left on Earth awaiting instructions, the time of great change was drawing closer. However, all didn't go according to plan. The lead up to the Mint, standing for Major Interruption of Natural Time, was a chaotic period. People had finally accepted the fact the world was ending, and global outrage, mixed with further environmental devastation, created a boiling pot of anger, rebellion, and greed. Many who didn't have tickets made it their life duty to secure one, and if that meant killing another person to rip it from their cold, dead hands, so be it. Many stories, both big and small, have been told from this time of trouble. However, they are only remnants of the past, a bygone era to the populace of Natum. Upon entering Umbra, new citizens were delegated to the foundations of 5 future cities scattered across Eden, all positioned safely and strategically from the surrounding regions. These cities served specific roles that all aided in the common goal of restoring humanity to its former glory. Each city envisioned by Annie, the New World Order, and of course the Corporate Council, was designed not just as a shelter, but as a beacon of progress. Solus, the heart of governance and culture, emerged as the capital, where diverse traditions intertwined, crafting a unified community from the remnants of Earth's many nations. Harvest unfolded as the agrarian core. Its lush fields and innovative agricultural technologies promised food security and sustainability. Resolute, the engine of innovation centered around Annie's iconic pyramid, buzzed with the energy of creation, where scientists and engineers laid down the blueprints for a future powered by advanced technology. Precipice, a city lining the gargantuan cliff face known as Eden's Edge, became the industrial engine where workforces dedicated to forging the structures of tomorrow could thrive. Lastly, Archive emerged as a city uniquely dedicated to safeguarding Earth's cultural heritage and the annals of human history. Envisioned as a living museum and a repository of knowledge, its landscape was compact with vast digital and physical libraries, galleries, and storage facilities. These institutions were tasked with the monumental job of cataloguing, preserving, and making accessible the wealth of human achievements. As the foundations of these cities solidified, so too did the spirit of the people. The challenges of building anew in the shadow of Earth's fall were met with resilience and determination. Communities flourished, economies developed, and a new civilization began to take shape, one that was mindful of the past, yet focused on the future. In this era of reconstruction, the Animonsters of Umbra played a crucial role. Some once viewed with apprehension became allies, working alongside humans to shape the landscape of Eden. Others remained in the wilds, embodying the untamed spirit of Natum. The relationship between humans and Animonsters evolved, marked by countless moments of cooperation and conflict. This was the dawn of the Umbran era, a time of hope and hard work, where the foundations laid by the citizens of Eden were not just for the cities they built, but for a society that aspired to be greater than the sum of its parts. A society that, despite the odds, dared to dream of a brighter future for all its inhabitants, human and Animonster alike. It was here, in the depths of Umbra, that humanity found not just refuge, but a new beginning. A beginning that was sadly short-lived. So there we have it, the brief gist of Earth's end, humanity entering the Animetaverse, and of course the Umbran era. As I said, this is very, very brief. It leaves out many details. In the setting now, we're over 50 years beyond this point, with Crescent City, which as you saw wasn't even mentioned yet. So it's very exciting, and once this whole introductory series is out, I invite anyone watching this to join us in building the Animetaverse and humanity's life on Natum, because it's really fun, and it's only going to get even more fun with the Animonsters digital collection coming out soon. This brand has really big aspirations, and our team behind it has a plan to execute on these, so I'm super excited for the future. I hope you are too. That brings me to the end of the video, folks. Make sure you stay tuned for the next part of this series. Make sure you like, subscribe, all that stuff. I will catch you in the next one. Peace.